rescheduled immediately. All right. So now let's continue as we have it ongoing. Okay. Let's just continue from where we stopped, and we can proceed immediately. Just a moment. Sometimes the network can be very, very funny. But irrespective of that, we just have to use it to our advantage and move on very quickly. Okay, so now let's continue. We have, okay, just like we're talking about, in case whereby in event whereby for event whereby you experienced an attack from an animal or a bite. All right, we said something about you cleaning the spots, then applying some sterile, thick sterile. All right, thick sterile dressing, bandage the spots and make it immobilized. All right, and we have that for that. So now let's quickly talk about bites from rabid. All right, bites from rabid animals. Now, bite from dogs, cats, or any wild animal, such as bats and other rodents, presents the danger of the possibility of infection. All right, it presents the danger of the possibility of infection. Are we all on the same page? Okay, now it presents the possibility of infection with rabies, a dangerous infection to the brain, right? But, all right, rodents, all right, dogs, or any wild animal, all right, all are potential carriers of what we call rabies, which is a dangerous infection of the brain. Rabies, dangerous, all right, infection, all right, to the brain. Now, for this reason, an animal which has beating a person should never be killed. All right, an animal who has, all right, who has beaten a person should never be killed. Instead, it should be captured and kept for examination. Examination for what? For rabies, or held for observation for at least 15 days. All right, in order to ascertain if the animal has rabies. Are we good? Now, if the animal is killed at the time of the biting, the carcass, all right, if the animal is killed at the point of accident, all right, the body of the animal should not be thrown away, it should be kept, all right, it should be kept aside for observation, for studying. Are we on the same page? Now, let's continue. Okay, should be kept for examination, all right, in order to determine the appropriate health, all right. Now it says that it should be examined in the appropriate health department unit, that is the body. So now, if it is discovered that the animal has rabies, treatment of the victim against rabies must commence immediately. All right. So as insignificant as that might be, all right, what makes it or what can make it get out of hand if such an animal has what is called rabies? All right. So if such an animal that has rabies bites someone, all right, the person has to be treated of the infection, rabies. All right. So we have that as that. Now let's we have what we call foreign body in the stomach. When we say foreign body in the stomach, what are we talking about exactly? We are simply talking about substance that found their way into the stomach, right? Substance that are not expected, substance that are not supposed to be in the stomach, but one way or the other found their way into the stomach. Okay, then what are we talking about? We are simply referring to such substance as foreign to the stomach. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's continue. Children are particularly prone to swallowing objects, and sometimes they do by mistake. Quite understandable. Unless it is a thin or sharp instrument, there is nothing to be, all right, there is nothing to fear because such an object will be eliminated during what we call normal fiscal exertion, all right, excretion, I mean, all right. If it's not a sharp object, if it's something else, then there's nothing to be scared of. It will pass through the process of excretion. Okay. So now, however, for pins, sharp objects, and other sharp instruments, the doctor must be consulted since an examination of the digestive tract, all right, through a what we call all right, fluoroscope may be necessary in order to determine what type of treatment to be given. All right. When we say fluoroscope, we are typically talking about the diagnosing. All right. The fluoroscope is used for diagnosing. When we say diagnosing, we are simply talking about finding out the cause of something. All right. So fluoroscope. Okay. Fluoros, all right. Fluoroscope or fluoroscopy, all right, can be used for diagnosing a health problem such as heart or intestinal disease. Okay, so we have that as that. So very quickly, we have types of bandages and their function. There are several kinds of bandages used in emergency situations to care for the injured. These are roller bandages, triangle bandages, and adhesive bandages. All right. Now, what are the functions of bandages? All right. The functions of bandage to hold, all right, to hold dressing firmly, to minimize further contamination of a wound, to immobilize partially, and to rest injured part. Immobilize what we are simply talking about. Stop movement or prevent movement. So now when we say ruler bandages, which is one of the types of bandages, all right, so we have that okay, I think I should put that here. Bandages. All right. Ruler. We have the triangular and adhesive. Triangular, and we have adhesive. Okay. Now the roller bandages is the most commonly used bandage. This bandage, this bandage, which is generally sterilized, okay, usually come in several widths, uses for different solution. You know, these roller bandages, basically they are common as truly circle in shape, there's a hole in between, and we have the bandages circled around, all right, the older the circle shape. Okay, the triangular bandage also almost the same thing as circular bandage, but it's different shape. This type of bandage is usually made of bleached muslin, all right? Bleached muslin. Now, and it's generally supplied in sizes. measuring about 54 inches in length at the base. Now, we're talking about muslins. It's a type of cotton, soft, right, thin, but can be very thick sometimes. So we have the adhesive, as we have it as the third kind of bandage, the all right, the adhesive bandage are referred to as sterile, all right, bandages, and they are always ready to use. So we have that as that. Now we also have, okay, now we have the respiration, okay. I would like us to take it from here tonight. Okay, I'd like us to call it that here for tonight, so that in our next class we can take it up from respiration. Our next class will actually be the last class we are going to discuss. Please note that. It'll be the last class we are going to discuss. So that by next week we are talking about that thing. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.